An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. The big guys on the left. Jukes his way for more. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Give to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To throw, it's Owen. Fires to the wideout. Nobody around as he makes the catch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Got enough space. Touchdown, Arkansas. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the intent you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just This is where you go over the sidelines, you have a good talk with your coach, you settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Owen. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Poe. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He rifles one deep to the left. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Going to the running game. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's got it again. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking for a man. It's Owen. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Runs through the tackle. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. Past the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air, it's Owen. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going right to work up top. He's got the back in the middle. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the 1st down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Poe. Wide open downfield. Ball down the middle, moves the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every quarter. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Running back searching for a hole. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Owen. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's Kane. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Poe. Under fire. On target over the middle. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They'll immediately call timeout. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to run it. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Here comes the offense on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Poe. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Texans!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 8 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Poe. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking downfield, it's Owen. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They go to the ground. Hard running there. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Going with the ground game left. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Poe. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Punt is in the air. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Handoff from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here's the give off the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to the ground with the running back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And these linebackers, man. The reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Back to pass, it's Owen. Throws to the tight end. And the misconnection on third down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals, they're not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Owen. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Wheeler. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Got room to work. Turning it on. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you
know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Dropping back, it's Owen. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Wants to throw again. He's taking a deep shot. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Release to the back. Fakes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Owen. Spits it out to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments moments, that could be a costly play.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more...
There he goes! The 50. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Owen. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll move the wide receiver. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's Owen. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense...
He's going for it all. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,